Alrighty. What's up, everybody? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph, here for a Monday afternoon video right here on the Peter Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there inside of my goddamn large pants with my big cock. That's where it is, trust me. So, subscribe to my channels down below. Leave a comment if you wish, but if you leave stupid comments, bye. You're getting blocked. And if you don't like that, then go cry to your fucking mama, bitch. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to hit that bell, turn on all notifications, so you don't miss one goddamn fucking video. Because if you do, well, too bad, motherfucker, because you're SOL, and you better know what that means by now. If not, go fuck yourself. And that's that. So, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, all that other good shit. And thank you for your support and all that other good shit. And if you're brand new here, grab a cold one, welcome to the party, sit your fucking ass down, and enjoy the show. That's all it is. That's all I'm gonna say. That's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is the first week of February. Just getting over Royal Rumble weekend. Royal Rumble was pretty exciting. A lot of marks still mad that John Cena lost. Go cry to your mama, bitches. So I got that. Charlotte won. Well, it was a good and bad weekend for Charlotte because Charlotte won the Royal Rumble and she's now on the market because her and Andrade just got divorced. Told you that wasn't going to last that long. So, Horseface Charlotte Flair is looking for another guy to rip off. So, but it is what it is. So, she's back on the market. Whether she finds another guy to rip off or not, I care less. Fuck you, Charlotte Flair. And that's all I gotta say about that. And fuck you, Cena Marks, and all you WWE shills, and all you fake-ass fuck people in this so-called community called the IWC. Because the IWC is dead. It's fucking dead. If you want to believe a bunch of no-name schmucks that don't care about their subs, they show their cock, and all this other bullshit, then go to them. But if you want realness, you come to people like me, Issa, Joe Cronin, and anybody else. Because we're real, and we don't put up with that bullshit. We have our own opinions. You don't like it? Go to somebody else. Simple as that. And if you can't handle that, then you should not be on YouTube, or you should not be on the internet. Get the fuck off, and live your life. But if not, act like a complete dumb fuck. And see what happens. Let me move on. But I hope everybody else had a great weekend. That fucking hedgehog saw his shadow. Now we got 6 more weeks of fucking winter. No wonder it's going to be snowing this week. Supposed to get a little bit on Thursday, not even that much. And then maybe Sunday, we'll get a little bit on Sunday. And then next week, we're getting a blizzard. Well, technically, we might be getting 4 to 5 inches here in New York City. Right before Valentine's Day, so you know what that means. Nobody's going to be going out. Probably not. I mean, who gives a fuck about Valentine's Day? Who really gives a fuck? I don't. I know she does, but I don't. I already got her Valentine's Day present, so not that one, but I got her something nice. So I'm just waiting for it to come in. But other than that, Valentine's Day can pretty much go fuck itself. That's that. Alright, enough spiel. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta get out of here pretty soon, so I'm gonna it's like a really kind of a throwaway review, but I gotta go to the doctor pretty soon, and so I'll be out for a little bit, and I'm coming back with your TNA Ring of Honor review over on my main channel, Killer Demon 669, in about a couple hours from now. So that's that. So on this Monday afternoon, not that cold here in the Northeast, but wherever you may be, I hope it's hot. If not, Should be for you. What's that? But on this Monday afternoon, February the 3rd, 2025, it is time for your late, pretty late, so far out of fucking date, AEW Dynamite and Collision. And Collision, not gonna be on separate videos. Because it's way too late. It's already Monday in there. I don't want to get this up Wednesday and do a recap. But in any case, it is time for your AEW Dynamite and Collision review right here on the Peter Joseph channel. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Joseph, but you knew that. And if you didn't know, now you know. Asshole. Hey, that rhymes. But I digress. Alright, so we're getting closer and closer to Grand Slam. We're 12 days away, I should say. So it should be a good week this week from, where are we this week? I think we're from Houston, Texas this week. Or Atlanta, I forget where we are. I don't even know, who cares? But we got that. But we're getting closer to Grand Slam. Actually have an actual match for Revolution. Well, we'll talk about that on when I get to Collision. But all in all, both shows were, well, Dynamite, horrible. Collision, much better. So let's get to this horrible Dynamite, which emanated from the Von Braun Center, the ever so popular, historic Von Braun Center in Huntsville, Alabama. And our commentary team, the man behind the mask, Excalibur, the biggest Met fan I know, Taz, Red Hook motherfucker. That's Taz. And my good friend who doesn't put up with your bullshit, and that's Tony Baloney Schiavone, or Schiavone for you Jericho people. And by the way, for all the people on the Jericho cruise, I'll be having fun. Get home safely. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so we actually started off the show actually good, then the rest of the show stunk. But anyway, we had Will Ocean Spray, bam, taking on the Machine, Brian Cage, with Lance Archer. Everybody dies! I wish, but... So he was there, along with Don Callis, on commentary, who tells the commentary team, hey, look at the Tron! And then we see Kenny back, got Omega! Bam! Basically getting his ass kicked backstage, I think by Fletcher and Takeshita. So I'm surprised that match actually still happened, because Ocean Spray's like, well, can't go anywhere now. I'm fucked. But in any case, pretty decent match. Hey, Brian Cage, to his credit, took Ospreay to the limit, but near the end, a middle rope F5 by the Machine, Brian Cage, just in their fall. Archer gets caught shoving the foot off the rope. What's up by because I think Ocean Spray tried to get his foot on the rope, and then Archer just tried to shove it off at the last minute, and the referee's like, no, and then Ocean Spray sends both of them into each other, naga. Then he hits the Styles Clash of all finishers, 1, 2, 3 to get the win. But he paid for it at the end, so the match was alright. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, he's getting beat up by the entire Don Callis family. Don Callis with a couple of, shots. And then Kenny got Omega somehow comes out with a chair. But that didn't do anything because it was a basic 4-on-2, or count 5-on-2. And then Takeshita and Fletcher hit stereo power drivers on Kenny and Ocean Spray, leaving him laying. And, Don Callis, getting his shots in, weak as fuck shots. And then Ocean Spray guy coming over like, stop hitting him! So just add more insult to injury and more hype to their match at Grand Slam, which we all know Ocean Spray and Kenny are going to win. But who is the 6th member? We shall see what happens with that. Ocean Spray is taking on a mystery man from the Don Callis family. I wonder who that could be. Probably be Fletcher or Takeshita, because he already faced Brian Cage. I think he faced Archer, because it could be Archer, Takeshita, or Fletcher. Or the new member, we don't know what that is yet. So we'll see what happens this Wednesday night. Excuse me, this Wednesday night on the program. I got a cough drop in my mouth, so I don't got that. In any case, we got that. Alright, then we go to Renee Paquette. She's in the back, next to Swerve's locker room. And then we see the Hangman, Adam Page, come in, about to do some cowboy shit. He's looking for Swerve, can't find him, so he goes to go find him, but he runs into Maxwell Jacob Fart Knocker, MJF, and they just look at each other. So, with Adam Page gone, Max says, no one is ruining my mood because Jeff Jarrett, J-E-W-F, J-A-W-R-E-T-T, that's Jeff Jarrett, is going to lose to Claudio. And if he loses, he gets no title shot, but if he beats Claudio, he gets to face Moxley, which would have been this week. So we'll see what happens with that. So 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we get a video of Powerhouse Will Hobbs not cleared to travel this week after what happened at Daly's place last week in that hellacious beatdown. That hellacious beatdown, pretty much last week where he got hit in the face with a brick. Then he went off the side of the stage through a bunch of tables. So, but he says, Big Cass, I'm coming for you. So we'll see what happens with that. Moving on. 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we get to Claudio and Double J. Jarrett. Jarrett wins. He gets a title shot. If not, you're out. Pretty much, you get nothing. Match wasn't great. We do see, William Utah, sends a chair for distraction. Referee doesn't even see that. And then, John Moxley, the AEW champ, runs in, hits the paradigm shift, and then quickly gets out of dodge. And then, Claudio hits the neutralizer, 1, 2, 3, in 10 minutes. So, Jarrett's AEW world title shot goes up in smoke. Not that he was going to get it anyway. If he did get it, he was going to lose. So what's the point? That's it. Moving on. Afterwards, MJF comes out. Basically, he hits Jarrett right in the face with a Dynamite diamond ring. No blood. And then he gets on the mic and says, I respect my elders. And I'm not going to say I told you so, Jeff. But I told you so. So we'll see what happens with that situation. And that's it. And once again, the Death Rider's still running amok in AEW. What are you gonna do? Alright, then we hear from Ricochet, says, I'm gonna deal with AR Fox, and then move on to Swerve, which he has a match this week. It's gonna be brutal. Looks like I'm watching Lucha Underground again. Prince Puma versus Killshot. And all we need is Vampiro and Matt Striker on commentary. And then Dario Cueto coming out goes, winning the man! And then Matanza beats the fuck out of both of them. Somebody get Jeff Cobb! That's who Matanza was. It was Jeff Cobb. If you didn't know that, now you do. Oh, I didn't know that. Now you know. Come to the source. That's it. Alright, so we go to Ricochet and AR Fox. Actually was good. There wasn't many good things on the show, but this was one of them. This was the good part, besides the Ocean Spray match with Brian Cage. Pretty good match. 11-minute match. Eventually, a fireman's carry is loaded up by AR Fox. Ricochet grabs the referee to escape, hits the recoil into the spinning gun! Into Vertigo. 3 finishers in a row? Dude. Anyway, AR Fox pretty much was laid out. 1, 2, 3, so Ricochet gets the win. Match was alright. 3 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, Swerve and my good buddy Prince Nana, please buy his coffee. This is great. Rosa loves it. Among other things. So Swerve comes out with his big chain, tries to kill Ricochet with it. Ricochet busts out the scissors and tries to take AR Fox hostage like a human shield, like, I'm gonna kill him! But we get that. And that's pretty much it. Alright, I gotta stuff. Oh, wait for a second. I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright. In and out. And yes, I did wash my hands. So, fuck you if you didn't. Moving on, people. Moving on. Where was I? Okay. So, Swerve comes out with his chain, tries to kill Ricochet, but Ricochet's like, oh, okay, you wanna kill me? I'll kill this motherfucker. So he tries to take AR Fox hostage, and then he escapes. But, well, it gets better on Collision. Just trust me on that one. So we get that. Moving on. Alright, then we get a promo from Moxley. He says, I won't show the world title because I am the world title, and I am forged in combat. And this is from the YouTube close-up thing with Renee and Claudia was there. I think William Yuta was in the background with Pac somewhere in a box. I don't know where he was. But anyway, so he's like, I'm forged in combat, and I want 1,000 Moxleys of my, clones of myself. Renee's like, huh? You crazy. But then again, 1,000 Moxleys would be great for Renee. Or other women, who knows, but whatever. Alright, so we got that. 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we go to the New York Minute. Well, not, I guess you could still say the New York Minute. With the Ring of Honor World Champion, Chris Jericho. Hi, guys! So he says, Roll Toad, meaning Roll Tide, because we're in Alabama. He says, Roll Toad is not happy with Big Cass for not taking out Powerhouse Will Hobbs. So he's kind of a little bit miffed. And Cass like, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. And you can tell, like near the end of the promo when Jericho's like, thanks, guys. He was pissed. You don't want to piss off Jericho. Or, well, both of them are pissing off Jericho. Brian Keith's doing the same fucking shit. Maybe it's time to get new members. I don't know. But we have that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to more bullshit. We have the Death Riders come out again. Shivani's like, well, here come the Death Riders again. So we have William Utah, the guy that has no friends, takes on the Switchblade. Wait, what's a Switchblade? Jay White. Wasn't anything to write home about. Jay White wins the match after William Utah tries a running knee. That ain't working because that gets reversed into the Blade Runner. 1, 2, 3. Jay White gets the win, but he paid for it. Match was alright, 2.5 out of 5 stars. The Death Riders come out again for another beatdown. Basically, a 4-on-1 beatdown. I guess you can add Marina Shafir in there. And then, rated FTR. Oh, you finally came out this time. So, hey kids, it's Edge. And, Cash is gonna clock Wheeler, and Dax already come out and make the save. Dax doesn't like what happened to his good buddy Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express after the concerto last week. And wants the Death Riders in a Mid-South street fight. They get, those Mid-South wrestling wars back in the day were, ooh. They're kind of crazy. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so, yes, so it's gonna be in the, it's going to be a Mid-South Street fight on Collision. It was brutal, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Moving on. Alright, so we got that. So it's going to be, FTR versus William Yuta and Jon Moxley. I don't know why you put William Yuta there, but okay. Because William Yuta's the type of guy that gets thrown into random fucking matches just to get his ass kicked. Because that's the type of guy he is. That's the way he is. Moving on. Alright, then we get a recap of Timeless Tony Storm, darling! What's up? And, coming out of the Time Warp. Let's do the Time Warp again! And she's back as Timeless Tony Storm, and everybody's confused. So we get that. Then we go to Mariah May, who's more confused than we are, and insists that Tony Storm is not real. Brings up beating Tony at All In 3? 2? 3? I forgot what number it's up to. Anyway, beating her at All In last year. Basically can't win anything lately, and Mariah doesn't need a cosplay because she's the best in the world. Oh, the women's division, yeah, I go with that. Alright, so I go with that. Moving on. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we get a return video from the Ass Boys, the Guns, Austin and Colton Gunn. They're coming back. That's good. For the tag team division, that's great. So we got that. Then we get a Collision rundown. And then we get a look at Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin winning the tag team titles last week from poor Private Party. Oh boy. I think they're still nursing their wounds. Shit. Alright, we get that. Then we get a video on the Intercontinental Champion, Kensuke Takeshita. Okay. Get that. Then we get a look at stuff that happened earlier in the night with Brian Cage. Ocean Spray beating Brian Cage, and then him and Kenny getting beaten up, and then Jay White gets beat up, and then FTR and Edge come out. So we see all that. Then we go to the back before the main event with, I think it was Lexi or Renee, with the Vendetta, that's Taya Valkyrie and Deonna Purrazzo. They start yelling about Harley Cameron, and then Taya says, I'm going to challenge and get revenge on Harley at Collision. Does she? No. Well, I'll talk about that in a second. Alright, then we go to your main event of Dynamite. Surprisingly, this was the main event. For the TBS title, the CEO. Mercedes Moné taking on Yuna from Final Fantasy X. That's Yuka Sakazaki. Ta-da! Wasn't a great match. I know. I love when Yuka put down Mercedes and she does the dancey. That was funny. That was the actual good part of the match. Mercedes Yuka hits a bleed buster for a near fall, but Mercedes gets that three amigos ese Eddie Guerrero. What'd you think about that, Eddie? I thought it was great. Mercedes does it better, almost as better than me. Really? She does it better than you? I didn't say that. Okay. But she hits that for a knockdown, and then he superplex hits for Yuka and grabs a spinning faceplant for a nail fall. Mercedes goes for the statement maker. That gets broken up, and Yuka kicks her right in the head. Ouch. Gets a near fall off a fruit roll-up, but then Mercedes comes right back with a power bomb into the money maker. 1, 2, 3, 1333. Make a wish. Well, you don't have to make a wish, but, whatever. 1, 2, 3. Mercedes retains the TBS title. Boring. And now she goes on the Grand Slam to face Harley Cameron. Boring. Who's gonna beat her? They're thinking about running it back with beat Athena and then she has like 5 belts because she has the Ring of Honor Women's title. I mean, who else can beat her besides maybe Megan Bayne, but Megan Bayne was supposed to be her bodyguard at the time. Then they say, oh, let's get it, Camille! How did that end up, Tony Khan? You idiot. Snort another line. Moron. They really fucked up Camille. They really did. I hope Camille goes to NXT, where she should have went to the first place. But anyway, that ends Dynamite. Dynamite wasn't even great. So, I gave Dynamite probably one of my lowest ratings ever. 5 out of 10. Right down the middle there, like Bill Alfonso would say. Just horrible. Just a horrible episode of Dynamite. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Alright, anyway. Let's take a sippy sip. Let's get to Collision real quick. Alright, so Collision, once again, from the Von Braun Center in Huntsville, Alabama. And we start up with Send for the Man. Get in here. Hook. Hook and his Doritos. He's here with his good buddy Samoa Joe. And they take on Kip Sabian and everybody's favorite son, Nick freaking Wayne. With Christian, his dad, at ringside, along with Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on. Yeah. Alright, so Nick Wayne's mom, Mama Wayne, and Christian, they're at ringside. This match was boring. But it is what it is. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go back to the bathroom again. Alright, I didn't have to go to the bathroom. Rosa texted me for something. Yeah, we gotta get out of here pretty soon. So she's like, hurry it up! I'm like, okay, getting there. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so, this match with Hook and Samoa Joe taking on Nick freaking Wayne and Kip Sabian. Kind of boring. But they were beating up Hook for a while. Hook gets the hot tag to Samoa Joe, who comes in, does his usual stuff. Basically beats up Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne by himself. He clears the ring. Kip Sabian tries for a charge in a corner, and Joe, with his Uranagi on Kip Sabian, that was pretty much it. Picks him up, hits the Muscle Buster. 1, 2, 3 to get the win, and I didn't give a shit. So, match was meh. 2.5 out of 5 stars. That was it. Moving on. And then afterwards, the Patriarchy all attack both men from behind. Christian lays him out with that fake as fuck Money in the Bank thing. And then Christian stomps Joe's head onto that thing. Ow. So we got that. I still think Christian is going to be world champion at Revolution. Why? Because after this, we get Adam Copeland. Hey kids, it's Edge. So he wants to know what Moxley's plan is for domination, basically. He's like, everybody's confused, even the fans. Yeah, I'm confused too. And he thinks that Mox doesn't even know what the hell he's doing. He's like, oh, you call me a relic, but, you know, oh, you said all this on somebody else's television station. I was like, what are you talking about? So, he's like, while you were in the indies with purple hair, oh, nice CCW reference, and, you were watching what I did, I was paving the way for people like you to come around, blah, blah, blah. So Edge says, Mox, you're entitled, but I want you one-on-one for the belt at Revolution. So I think Edge is going to beat Mox for the belt, but, and there's a but and it stinks, Christian will come out and cash in after laying Edge out, or the Death Riders lay Edge out, and then Christian comes out, cashes in, he wins the title right then and there. So it's basically, Christian has the Money in the Bank, he will cash in on Edge, and become the new AEW World Champ. It sucks, I know, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Moving on. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the Tony Khan specials of the night. Back to back. We had the Beast, Mortos, taking on Adam Priest. Beats him in like 2 minutes. 2 minutes suck fest. His Destination Hellhole. Bing bang boom finito. You're out of here. Get out of here. Good night. Match I gave a dud. Zero. Pussy. Miedo. But anyway. So I gave that a dud. And then Max Caster, the so-called best wrestler alive, comes out. And he's opening his open challenge up to anybody. He's like, Mortis, you did good, but you never stand a chance against me. Right? And he's like, I'm open, tonight is the start of my open challenge series. So somebody come out and, who can survive the best wrestler alive? Oh, great line there. So who should come out but Roosh and Jalistico. And Roosh basically beats him in about a minute with the bull's horns. That was a waste of time. Filler match. Roosh wins in a minute. Gave that a dud. And then Roosh gets on the mic. Tells everybody to Silencio, por favor, cállate la boca! And it says, El Telo Blanco has arrived. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns, ese perro. And he had to say it again, like everybody didn't know it. What? He's like, and then Jody's like, and then Roosh say, when you get the bull, you get the horns. You mess with the bull, you get the horns, ese perro. Listen to Roosh next time. Shit. Alright, moving on. Alright, then we go to my favorite part of the show. The only good part of the show, actually. The Outrunners. Shoot Magnum and Turbo Floyd, who still follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I love those guys. They take on Chris Jericho and Brian Keith with Big Cass at ringside. Surprisingly, the Learning Tree get the win after Big Cass kind of messes up. He stops Total Recall. He pulls Truth Magnum out of the ring behind the referee's back. Guess who? R.B. Edwards. And then Brian Keith rolls up Turbo Floyd. The fucking fruit roll up. 1, 2, 3. So the Learning Tree get the win. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, Big Cass gets in the ring and destroys both of them. And then Brian Keith gets a table, sets it up in the ring. Big Cass tries to chokeslam both of them through the table. But this man comes out, Bandito! He returns, because he made his return at Final Battle, but then he got hurt on a simple drop kick, I think. I don't know. I think he hit a drop kick and then he fell on his leg or some shit. I forgot. But Bandito returns, comes in and makes the save, and then pretty much gets rid of Big Cass, gets rid of Jericho, and then he military presses Brian Keith through the freaking table, which looked like it didn't break, and then it broke. So maybe it was halfway made in Japan. Japanese table! It still broke, but can't say, I am the table, but... Alright, so we get that. So it looks like we're going to get Bandito versus Chris Jericho, I'd say probably at Supercard, for the Ring of Honor title. And Bandito is a former Ring of Honor World Champion. So, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, match number... This is match number 5. Taya Valkyrie with Deonna Purrazzo, part of the Vendetta. They come out looking amazing, and Also coming out looking amazing, Harley Cameron. So this match happened, and guess what? Harley finally got a win! And Shivani's like, oh my god, it's the biggest win in her career! Calm down, Shivani! Jeez! And then Harley's like, I won! She's kissing the referee. I'm like, hey, kiss me too, you know? Shit. And then she cuts a promo later on and has a Mercedes Moné doll, and she's throwing her voice like Mercedes. She sounded like Mercedes. It was funny. And then Mercedes comes in and is like, you're not funny. And he goes into her locker room. I thought it was hilarious. But we move on with that. So Harley finally gets a win in AEW, probably her only win in AEW. Remember when Brandon, you know, idiot Brandon Cutler was like, he never got a win, and he finally got a win, but it was like on Dark or Elevation. I'm like, who cares? You know, but it is what it is. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, then we get a sit-down interview with Renee and Rick O'Shit. Says that for 5 years, fans told him to come to AEW with the best wrestler. Then the fans started turning on him, throwing TP at him at Final Battle. Well, not Final Battle per se. During the Collision and Dynamite tapings at Rampage. He didn't like that. You know, but, then Swerve showed up, tried to, he could end his life, and he doesn't want to upset the people in Atlanta. Blah, blah, blah. And then Swerve comes in and says, we fought all over. He reminds Ricochet about Lucha Underground and CCW, their wars there. Holy shit. Tells them AEW exposes these wrestlers for who they really are, and you ain't no superhero. You were trying to play a superhero. You're like someone that you're not. And then Ricochet says, Swerve, you haven't been a threat since Hangman snatched your grill. and then Swerve's like, what'd you say? Grab this. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you with these scissors, motherfucker. And he's like, see you in Atlanta. Puts the thing away. So we almost saw a live murder. Yeesh. So we get that. Alright, so I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. Harley Cameron, I gave 2.5. That's that. Alright, and Timeless Tony Storm's on the, comes out. Says the only way out was through the fire. And after Mariah broke her heart, Tony calls Mariah a fraud and a bunch of other words. That we can't say on TV. And basically is going to her womb. Some damage. I missed that. But. Oh yeah, Tony says Tony's going to her womb for more damage. I don't know what that means. But it was alright. So I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we got a nice video package for Christopher Daniels' career. Even though he came out as Curryman on the Jericho Cruise. He's hot, he's spicy, he tastes great, Curryman! Okay, we got that. Then we move on. Alright, then we go to Danny Garcia, the Dancing Fool, defending the TNT title against Kyle O'Reilly, Auto Parts. There was a video package before that with Adam Cole, baby, and Betty! Lee Moriarty with his good buddy Shane Taylor. They came to ringside. This was a pretty good match. Getting to the end of the match, Garcia goes up. Lee Moriarty gets shoved off right into a right hand by Shane Taylor. Triple threat. Mind you, there's no DQs in a triple threat. Roll up by Lee Moriarty, but Garcia rolled through. Lee holds on, sinks in the Border City Stretch. Looked like we're about to get a new champ. But Shane Taylor gets dropped on the outside by Kyle O'Reilly. And then Garcia jackknifes Lee Moriarty 1, 2, 3 to retain the belt. Obviously. I was hoping maybe Kyle would win it, but Anyway, match was alright. 3.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, SCP hits the ring. Kyle and Garcia go back to back, like, we're gonna form an alliance! And then, Shane Taylor's like yelling at Matt Maynard, who's on commentary, and Matt Maynard's like, oh, you wanna fight? You wanna fight? You wanna know how my nipples are so hard? And then Angelo Parker, of 3.1. He hits the ring. They get in the ring to even the odds, basically. And then it's all about the boom, Adam Cole, baby, and Roddy. They come out, and all of SDP heads to the back. So Shane Taylor, Lee Moriarty, the infantry who came out later, Carly Bobo, and the captain, Sean Dean, they all head to the back. So the STP, Undisputed Kingdom 3.1 thing, I don't know what's going on here. So many people here going after, I guess they're going, everybody wants either the pure title or they want the TNT title. So, craziness, but good in a good way. So 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we go to a video with Thunder Rosa, yay! And Penelope Ford having some words via video. Match is going to happen next week. And then Lexi's with Willow and Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander apologizes to Willow for everything that's happened over the last couple months. Willow's like, I'm not interested right now. I need to focus on myself right now. And then Chris Statlander's like, shows her the friendship bracelets. Like, I never broke it, by the way. So, everybody leaves, and I'm like, what just happened? Okay. Alright, then we go to the Mid-South Street Fight. FTR and the Death Riders. It was crazy as shit. Tacks were used, tables were used, hooks were used, not that hook, but, hook used on Moxley's nutsack, and then Marina Shafir comes in with a grabbed Dax Harwood's nutsack, and then jumps on his back, and then Dax puts her through a table, and then it was just utter craziness, and then they go to the outside. Then Adam Copeland comes out, Jay White comes out to kind of even the odds because Claudio came out. I think Claudio came out. I didn't see Pac, but anyway. FTR tries to set up the announcer's table. Dax picks up William Yuta. Cash jumps off the barricade with a spike power driver through the announce table. Ow! And then you see Dax just 1, 2, 3. They get the win in this violent Mid-South Street Fight. I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Moxley's all by himself. Everybody hits their finishers on him. And then Edge tries for the concerto on Mox. Claudio pulls Moxley to safety. And we go to black. So, it wasn't a bad episode of Collision, but I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, I gotta get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you, and it's not the 3 words I always say. So, this time, I got 3 words for you. Suck my dick. Bye, bitches.